The channel. I wanted to remake a video that I made quite a while back, like that was about SCPF and redacted departments, and I just thought a remake of that video would be kind of, a good idea, because people's opinions on certain things change over time. Everyone should really know that and just get that kind of concept. So I thought it would be just a good idea to remake that video because it's unlisted, no one can see it, and it's also very controversial. I said some things that I probably should not have said at the time, and now will be just with this new mindset that I've kind of accumulated over the time, my bent in the genre, and over the new experience that I have as a group owner, a developer, now influencer, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just thought it'd be just good to kind of introduce those kind of new ideas and get you guys kind of opinions. Also, in my other video on commentary, you guys, I guess you guys like that a lot actually. Like, I didn't expect to have such really good reception on that video and a lot of people talking about it, and that's good, because these kind of videos are just get to relax and chill out. These are nice and I like them, these kind of videos. And also I will be doing like gameplay on the side, also like gameplay on the side, and this on the side, kind of like a 50-50. The video I was putting on recording and releasing didn't really it didn't go that well, so I'm doing this again to come up with my ideas. And yeah, if you guys don't know about SCPF and Roblox, basically the SCPF Roblox genre is a place where you could join a department, do all these kind of things, and it'll just be like a fun thing, Basically, you join the group, you become a class D, you apply for levels, and you can join certain departments within those the group. And one department that people really catch an eye on is probably the most controversial out of them is internal security department and intelligence agency. Now, I'm not going to be talking about rapid response team because those are purely just for entertainment purposes. There's not like any special need behind it. Well, there are in some groups, but generally it's not really any kind of special needs. It's just for combative content. There's no real reason behind RRT. Some groups have it in lore, but generally there's no real use for it. The main thing I'm going to focus on is ISD and IA. Internal security department can depend on what kind of group you're in. If you're in like how I have it in my group, or how I used to have it before ISD kind of was, removed by my old group. Internal security department checked up on executives. They were the kind of ethics committee of executives, and they also, in other groups, help enforce the code of ethics. Now, what the code of ethics is, it's a rule book for all of people in the foundation to follow. What ISD does is it's a second backbone to reinforcing that, even though ethics committee usually do that too. For like more serious cases, ISD will step in and do other things. Now, there are other purposes for that, and it can be good in certain contexts, but it's generally a lot of things can be put off to ethics committee. Now, other groups might have different uses for that, and that's fine. I don't really know generally what some groups have it for. That's up to them. If they want to have that, then yeah, that's whatever. But generally, ISD is used just for a second helping hand in ethics committee if things get too stiff or whatever. And that's only the kind of thing that I think was like, that's fine. That's okay. I don't mind that, because no one really minds having a second hand in enforcing something, unless they like get out of hand with it, and there's just too many. It's just like I read that the thing. If it's experienced and well enough, I don't see what the problem is between it. Now, a second thing that I like to talk about is not internal security department, intelligence agency. Intelligence agency is basically in lore. Let me actually pull it up what intelligence agency is in lore. On the SCP wiki, intelligence agency is tasked with searching, tracking, and capturing uncontained SCP objects and gathering intelligence on hostile group of interest. This could be done in lore, right? This could be done on certain groups if you both earn those kind of things. This could be a very good kind of thing for just like if you have like a hostile GUI, like if on a CI, and if you want to do that for intelligence agency, that's fine. But unfortunately in the SCP genre, intelligence agency is not used for that. It's not used for like a kind of content of lore, or kind of like just to go have like little fun, like you can be little anti-security agencies and go track down, do hostile things against hostile GUIs, if they both agree to that. Now, the reason why I say they both agree to that is because other groups will attack other groups, and they will mess up their groups. Like they'll AA the groups, they'll dox people. Yes, they will actually dox people, and they'll just do a whole bunch of bad stuff for really no reason, just just to do it. And these like things that SCPs do, if they have IA, they'll just go after random groups for no reason, and they will hunt them down, and they'll basically destroy them. Why they do this, I really don't know. Maybe sometimes there's a thing where the person is very toxic, or they have a bad history, and it's a kind of retributional act, but generally it's not really for any real reason. Now, like I said, intelligence agencies, if they're done in like lore, and if they're done good, they're fine, but at this point in the genre, it's really just come down to it just not being necessary. It's more harm than good. That's why I don't really have any kind of ISD or IA. I don't have those kind of things in my group or in my foundation. If you want to join, look in the description, because it's too much bad that comes out of it from the good. There's not, the reward is not good enough for the possible punishment that you might get from it. If the reward of something isn't as good or isn't good enough, and the punishment of that, what you're about to do, far exceeds that of the reward, then why would you do that? Why do we hunt down and take down these groups, even though, yeah, the owner of it, whatever, they might do some bad stuff. If it's anything illegal, go report, do a report on it. Don't go mess up a whole group because of that. And make us up, like, because, you know, people, it's not just him you're affecting, it's other people too. We need to just like kind of calm down and stop targeting people and targeting different groups, because at the end of the day, what's that gonna do? That's not gonna help us or anything. That's not gonna make the genre any better. Is it just me that feels that way? That like that we're just attacking random groups for no reason and just doing these things for absolutely no reason? I can't be the only one that thinks that. Like I said in my older video, it's just Cold War espionage that we're doing. It's Cold War espionage. Like, we're tracking down, hunting these other groups, and the burden for redacted and IA, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, some groups have lore, right? And in that case, like intelligence agency, if you want to use it for like lore, like your own little lore thing, then that's fine. I don't care. I said in my other video that like I targeted all like RRT, IA, all that kind of stuff, which was not right of me to do, because one, there's different reasons. People can use different groups for different reasons and different things for different options. But if you're just gonna make a group just to target people and infiltrate the group for whatever reason, if you're gonna infiltrate a group, that's what makes you any good than the person that's you might be defending from. If you really have a problem with someone and they're doing something bad, literally just call them out or something. Call them out, or not even that, report it. Let's say CreepySins, you know, like, I don't know, doxed some group. I'm not saying he does that. It's just an example. But let's say that CreepySins doxed this smaller group owner, and let's say, oh, we can go mess up his whole group, and they send their IA to go mess up a whole department, and it just goes is completely destroyed. They mess up their entire thing. What makes you any better than him? What makes you any better than what that person just did, what Creepy just did? You're basically just contributing to the further drama that is just that. I think it's good. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, this was kind of just a remake of my opinions on IA and ISD. Hope you guys like it. Probably not. Probably gonna get dislike bombed like I did last time. But I think it's a lot more just a more caring and more like responsible version of my response, and a lot more. It's not tone deaf. It's not like it's not like I don't understand what you guys are going through, and I don't understand like what certain groups are for now. Because I know now, and it's just, yeah, I just thought I would make this video. But yeah, new gaming video probably tomorrow or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe.